catchy titles aside, I want to make one thing clear. I absolutely love a German performance. Hit it! Amazing! And now the question is, does it launch better than it sounds? Race mode engage. Let's do it. Oh yeah! Oh my God! That's amazing! Woo! But what I really love is luxury performance and money in my pocket. Hey guys, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman, and this week I'm behind the wheel of the Genesis GV70 all-wheel drive. And in this review, I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna talk about price, performance, a cargo space, fuel efficiency, and all the tech, because there is a ton of tech. And while I'm doing all that, I'm gonna compare the GV70 to a few of its competitors. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because this review starts right now. Now, I often say that looks are subjective, but there really is no denying that this Genesis GV70 looks better than more than a few of its competitors, like the GLC I just reviewed. Now, personally, I really like the LED lighting design style up front and on the rear. The standard 21-inch wheels on this Sport Plus trim look aggressive, and the complete side profile of the vehicle looks great. All-in pricing begins at $78,000 Canadian, or just over $65,000 US. Like I just mentioned, this is the GV70 Sport Plus trim. So this is substantially more powerful than the base GV70. And speaking about power, this comes equipped with a 3.5-liter twin turbocharged V6 with an 8-speed automatic transmission. This is producing 375 horsepower with 391 pound-feet of torque, and looks like this off the line when in Sport Plus mode. Sport Plus mode activated. Now, let's go. That's awesome. Can you hear that? So good. And the turbo lag isn't bad. And what I really like is that the seats with the ergo technology change and become even tighter. So cool. Throttle mashing is always a lot of fun. Just limit how much you actually do it, because this GV70 with the larger engine takes premium fuel. Now that aside, I've been behind the wheel of this vehicle for 2 weeks. And when I combined both my urban driving and highway, I was able to average 9 liters per 100 kilometers in eco mode. When I switched to comfort mode, I was able to average 9.8 liters per 100 kilometers. And other driving modes also include a Sport Plus, like I've already shown you, and custom. If you're looking for terrain modes, just use the little toggle handle down here. You also receive a snow, mud, and sand. And I should mention, with my fuel economy, I actually have winter tires on, so that fuel economy is pretty good. Your GV70 Sport Plus trim is going to come equipped with Smart Trunk. So with the key fob in your pocket, purse, or hand, simply approach the rear of the vehicle and your power liftgate will automatically open for you. If you like this feature, make sure you go through your infotainment system to activate it. Now, when it comes to your cargo space, you'll receive 819 liters or 28.9 cubic feet of space with the rear seats up, and 1,610 liters or 56.9 cubic feet of space with the rear seats down. Other features include a handle on each side, so you can put down the seats from here, but you'll manually need to walk around the side to put them back up. On the right side, you also receive a small storage pocket and one 12-volt port. You also receive a cargo cover, and underneath your trunk floor, you'll find a temporary spare tire. When it comes to towing, you'll be able to tow up to 3,500 pounds. If you're familiar with my channel, then you know I'm 5'3" and I never complain about leg or head space. But remember, this is a compact crossover SUV. So if you do travel with taller passengers and they're sitting back here, it's gonna get tight. But I also recommend, if you have taller guests, then try to sit them behind the front seat passenger, because you can use these convenient buttons on the side and it will slide the seat forwards or backwards, and you could even recline or shift the seat forward. Also in this particular trim, love it, these rear seats are heated on these exterior positions. These seats are also fixed, meaning they don't slide forwards or backwards, but they do fold and they have a nice recline. Also in this trim, love it, you have sunshade blockers on each side. Storage can be improved. You have mesh pockets behind both front seats, and this side door storage is really tight and narrow. But two bonuses: you have your own climate panel back here and one traditional 3-prong outlet and 2 USB ports. Before I hit the road to speak about my final driving impressions and one feature which definitely requires a rethink, I'm going to quickly cover technology and front passenger comfort. So first, make sure you're speaking to your Genesis specialist about their connected services. And then if you're like me and you prefer a remote starter, well, just look on your key fob and it's located right there. Then also, being one of the top trims, you receive tons of technology. So also on your key fob, you receive smart park, and this will allow you to park your vehicle forwards and backwards completely hands-free. Then also in this trim you have fingerprint technology, and I've actually done a how-to Tuesday video about how to set up that feature. It's also very convenient and easy to do. Then the best driver assisted technology feature, in my opinion, in the industry is also included in this vehicle. So your digital driver cluster is just that, it's fully digital. So when you're using your turning signal, whether it's right or left, a camera angle will pop up and you'll be able to see vehicles or pedestrians or bikes on either side. Super convenient. It's the best driver assisted technology feature in the industry. Then let's switch to comfort. So the panoramic sunroof, it's huge and it offers great tint. Also, being one of the upper trims, you receive power operated seats on both sides, which are heated and ventilated. The driver's seat includes ergo motion technology, which customizes the driver comfort. This steering wheel is also power operated and heated. On the left side of the steering wheel, you'll find your voice commands, your Bluetooth and audio buttons. On the right side, you'll find your adaptive cruise control, steering assist buttons, and you'll also be able to customize the center of your, like I already mentioned, fully digital driver cluster, which is 12.3 inches long in 3D in this trim. Super cool. A heads-up display is included, but if you don't like that feature, just deactivate it. Moving to the 14.5-inch infotainment system, it's touch operated, or use the dial knob to minimize fingerprint. You also receive as standard Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, mobile charging, navigation, and for connectivity up front, you receive 2 USB ports, one 12-volt port, and inside the center console, you receive one additional 12-volt port. 2024 Genesis GV70 final impressions. And it's been a minute since I've been behind the wheel of a Genesis, and it's been a minute too long. I really like this vehicle, and I am being spoiled. This does have the larger engine, so it has been a lot of fun, but I like the technology that they've included with this model with the ergo seats. So whether or not I want to be in Sport Plus mode or if I just want to be eco mode, the seats automatically adjust for me, but make sure you're going through that infotainment system, and you can activate that feature or deactivate it to your pleasure, right? It's, of course, at the end of the day, it's your vehicle. Now, it's not all perfect. One feature that definitely needs a rethink are these two knobs. Because they're so close in size, it's easy to get them confused, or even when you're just trying to park quickly and then you have to make a quick reverse, just making sure your hand is on the right knob is a little bit of a challenge until you get used to it. It takes more than a couple days, and of course if you're purchasing this vehicle, you're gonna have it more than my, say, 2 weeks I've had this vehicle. And again, you know, it's been a lot of fun. My favorite features, I have to say, is the adaptive cruise control, because it's not overly sensitive. It's nice and smooth. I like the steering assist because when you do get close to those lines on the side, it's not whipping the steering wheel from your hand. I very much like video blind spot monitoring. This is the best feature in the industry for driver assisted technology, and make sure you're taking advantage of it. And of course you have to turn on your signal, and then the video or the camera angle will pop up, because you do have have a slight blind spot out that C-pillar, and the lights flash on your side mirrors, so this is very helpful as well. So even if you don't have video blind spot monitoring in your Genesis GV70, the lights flashing is or just, sorry, it's a static light, but it's very bright, will be beneficial. Noise cabin quality, fantastic. It's so nice and quiet. And remember, if you are traveling with taller guests, make sure they sit behind the passenger seat so you can move the front seat forward, and they'll have plenty of space. But guys, if you're looking for more information, make sure you look down in the description. I try to make your purchasing experience easier for you, and while you're down there, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.